Bonjour. Parlez-vous français, mon petit chou? Hello. Do you speak French, my little cabbage? Welcome, everybody. My name's Alister, and once again, I'm your host of The Modern Modernist. So why have we gone French today? We are on the other side of Midcentury Modern today. We'll call it eclectic Midcentury Modern. This is a really cool house. It's not your traditional mid-mod, flat roof, lots of beams, big glass windows. It's just not. It's actually a bit of East Coast. There's a little bit of a bi-level in here. And there's a little throwback, you'll see, something. It's a little bit French. So we'll get to that at the end. But first, I'm going to walk straight down the path, and then the house will be behind me, obviously. And you can see what is different about this house that, in my mind, makes it more eclectic mid-mod. Because it's not your traditional. You're going to be like, really, Alister, that's mid-mod? And I'm like, yeah, it is. This is mid-mod. That is mid-mod. And those windows right there, you're going to see where they are. They're kind of in a cool place. So why did we start out all French today? Well, that is not a garage. No, it is a Porte Cochere. What's that, you ask, Alister? It looks like a garage. Well, au contraire, mon frère. I'll have to wait till the end, but I'll show you what it is. It's kind of cool. I actually had to learn something today. I Googled it. Pretty cool. A Porte Cochere. You'll see. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? And like I said, this house, it's got some updates, but also some original features. Same as absolutely. I like the porch light. It's very, very cool. As always with mid-mod, this house got a mail slot rather than a mailbox down the end of the driveway. A little low, I'm not sure. I think maybe this used to be a workhouse for Willy Wonka's former employees. It's a little low, the mail slot, but it's kind of cool. It's a really cool house. You're gonna like this one. All right, so we're gonna go in the front door. And what you don't see in California, at least I don't see a lot of it. I've lived in California for 20 years. Before that, 17 in New Jersey, is this. On this coast, it does get called split level. Where I grew up in New Jersey, you always call that a bi-level. So we're gonna start in the upper floors, and then we're gonna go downstairs. And then we're gonna see what the heck am I banging on about these garages, or a Porte Cochere, as they say. All right, let's get started. So let's head on up. So as you come up, like I said, this was all reminds me of my childhood in New Jersey. You know, come up this first staircase, and right away, living room, fireplace, and we're just gonna go straight to the kitchen. Now, with this kitchen, not original, it has been swapped out. You will see the original kitchen. It actually still does exist with the property, but you'll see what's happened to it. But it's made mod. The kitchen is, or the old one. The new one, contemporary, but tastefully done, with a bit of a throwback to the mid-mod, which I like, again. So here we go. I like it. We do have a little breakfast counter. So what makes this, where's the throwback to the mid-mod? Simple. So mid-mod, you always have a double oven built in separate, as we've discussed many, many times. That's obviously the microwave nowadays, but I like it. It's kind of cool. I like it when they do that, little throwback. And then do have stovetop, gas range. But back in the day, that would have been a cooktop, double oven separate. But I like this way this is done is really cool. And then you've got this kind of like subway tile as a backsplash, which I always like. It's kind of a nice contemporary touch. And then out in the kitchen, like I said, you've got kind of the little breakfast bar, right? But then there is sitting out here, which is also pretty cool. And then the floors, so they come with the larger tiles, which is kind of nice. And you know what I like? This is strange. People don't, I don't know, people just don't take into account for this. Light switches. They're always kind of interested in where you place them. So you're gonna come out of your primary, which we're gonna go to in a moment, and you walk into your kitchen. So as soon as you walk around the corner, kitchen light. So before you get in, the lights are on. Rather than just stumble in, try and figure it out. I like that. Thinking. And what's interesting with this house, most of the light switches, they've not been swapped out. They're all original, back from the day. It's strange to see this much work done to a house and they haven't swapped them out, but I like that they've kept them. So as we just come out of the kitchen here, there's that living room, right? So behind me is this rather large hallway. And then another, look at this, see? They kept the doorbell. With the advent of Ring cameras and things like that, stuff like that just gets ripped out. I like that it gets left. It's nice. It's a good feature to see. And then off of this kitchen, so again, right, that we walked out of, there was a door in front of me. Pantry, straight across from the kitchen. Absolutely. We've discussed this before with mid-mods. Storage is always at a premium. They just don't, it's like an afterthought. They don't even think about it. There it is. It's a good one. It's a nice size. Primary bath is actually shared with the upper floor. So as we come down this hallway, before we walk into the primary, there's this door into the primary. So there's door number 1 to the primary bath. And then you come through this doorway into the primary, and there's the other door. So what you can do is, you're just kind of walking around. And then, like I said, walk around, and there we go. Again, and we walk straight back out. I like this slider. This is kind of cool. Kind of a contemporary look about it. But that's the primary / main floor bath. And we'll go into the primary, shall we? And just gonna go right to the corner of the room for the primary bedroom. I'm gonna give you that kind of a look. There we go. Now those 2 windows I pointed to, primary has 2 closets, which I like. They're 2 separate. And there's that window on the exterior of the house above what looks like a garage, but it's not, because it's a Porte Cochere. And then you'll find out what the heck am I talking about. Lesson at the end. Don't worry. I'll give you a French lesson. All included in the price of the YouTube channel, right? So $3.99, as they say. So there's your primary, your bath, kitchen, living room. Let's go downstairs. Oh man, this reminds me. I had friends of mine when I lived as a kid in New Jersey. Had a sort of, a bi-level home. It totally reminds me of this. It's almost like every kid in New Jersey grew up with one. They're pretty popular. This is the first one I've ever seen in California. And we're gonna stop right here because another mid-mod floor. I love that these people, they go through these homes, they bring in some tasteful updates, make it contemporary, but still live a little bit back to its mid-mod days. Oh, it just makes me happy. I like this house. It's eclectic. It's definitely me. I'm definitely falling into that camp. So this is, we came down the stairs, hard left. And this is your family room. Non-formal TV, hangout. As you can see, we have a fireplace. Always seems to be a fireplace in these mid-mods, which I like. I do. It's a very cool thing. Now off of this room, this is actually where we're gonna head outside, so I'm gonna save that to last. We're gonna go back down this hallway. Again, this is under the stairs. There's a closet. And again, mid-mod. Traditional mid-mod, you didn't use curtains. You get these sort of vented door looks, even on your storage doors. So it's nice that they kept that. There's another bath down here. This one has been outdated. See that floor? Does that remind you of a bathroom floor we just recently saw in the last video when we were up in Cameron Park? Very similar, very, very similar. And there's a pedestal sink been put in here. So it kind of gives this bathroom a lot more space because this is a small room. So it gives it a lot of room. We have some built-ins. These are very original built-in. This is all plywood. I don't think this is the original hardware, but it definitely mimics the original. So I like that, a little bit of an update, but I like the fact that we kept the built-in. And there's all these little drawers for your stuff. That works out well. And then we come down here. Like I said, there is a primary upstairs. Downstairs, we have, let's go into the corners to get a feel. There's 2 bedrooms. And there are built-in closets in these. which again is that mid-mod thing of no additional furniture because you have built-ins. So, you know, less is more. And then we got another one here. Again, of this far corner. See, look at that. And then I'm trying not to get the window because it's going to give away what we were talking about outside. And then there's another closet back here. There should be a light switch around here somewhere. It's a little dark. But anyway, there's another closet in here. I can't seem to find the light switch. There it is. Boom. And again, a nice sized closet in both of the non-primary bedrooms. And man, that was a bit of a ways there, wasn't it? Anyway, going all over the place. Now, downstairs, if this was a family home and you have kids, this makes, I like this. The laundry room is downstairs with those 2 bedrooms because that's where most of your mess is going to come from, clothes-wise. And there's also the water heater. This is the one thing, I've said it before. Space is at a premium, always. Tankless. This would go, the door would then open in on itself, and then just put a tankless. I would just mount it over the top of the washer or the dryer. You could even actually just mount it in the corner up high, and then it would be out of the way when the door opens. But yeah, that's the way I would just go with those. So we've got today, ready for this? This backyard, you could actually start a fruit farm in this backyard. It is got, it's just fruit trees galore. I think there's 9, 10 varieties of fruit tree back here. I was here on Wednesday for the broker tour, and they're just, so let's start here, right? So you got an apple tree, okay? There's, what's this one? We've got, oh my gosh, the biggest limes I've ever seen. They're like grapefruits. Yeah, these are limes. Look at that. Just hang on a minute. My fat finger's out of the way. Look at the size of that. There's a lemon. There's actually a grapevine with grapes on it. So they're ready to go. There's actually a fig tree back here. I love figs. It is endless. Everything is on a drip system back here with these fruit trees. So they're all ready to, look at this. I mean, it's just goes on for days. And then back here, there's some, you know, you have some raised beds, vegetables, fig tree is back there. It's just, it goes on forever. They're really, it's just, absolutely. So, I like this. It's a nice yard with lots of fruit trees, which the gardener in me just thinks is lovely. All right, so I just popped the door for essentially a bit of a surprise. So with the French lesson, what is a Porte Cochere? Simple. It is a pass-through for your carriage. I know this house was built in the 1900s, not the 1700s. I'm well aware, but it's just kind of nice. And so, where you saw that SUV parked, it's in front of a garage door. This is the end of the house. This is your pass-through. And I'm gonna walk down it. Whoops, I almost fall. And are you ready? I'm gonna rotate around. So you drive through this to your garage. You pass through it. Very, very cool. That is what the French call a Porte Cochere, pass through. And let's go into the garage. Because remember how we talked about the kitchen being original? They actually did save it, which I do like. It makes me happy. And they repurposed it. So these are absolutely the original cabinets for the kitchen. But there's not a lot of light in here. They actually also saved, that was the kitchen counter. And then here, is the old cutting board. And here's the other thing they saved. This never gets saved. Even when they save all the cabinets, this just gets ripped out, sheetrocked over. Is back in the day, that. That would have been an ironing board. But someone decided to repurpose the cabinets and put them in the garage. I like that. It's a very, very cool thing. I like seeing stuff that's just original and saved. It makes me actually pretty happy. We've got a, sorry, I'm trying to find door keys. There it is. I'm not sure. So there we go. So you now know a little bit of French today. All thanks to, well, watching The Modern Modernist. This is an interesting, like I said, a very interesting house. Now upstairs, as you get around here, let's see if we can go up this way. We'll walk up. So the back of this house, let's do this, is all outdoor patio. So this one here is over the primary and access from the primary bedroom. The other side, let's walk over there. There's a staircase back here, and then you get in through the patio off of the kitchen. And there are screens that roll up and down. See, there's another one. There's plenty of outdoor seating in here. And you can sit outside and be shaded. Let's see if we can access this one up here. I forgot to check, see if this gate was locked or not locked. And the stairs are all lit, in actual fact. And look at that. But there we go. And there's a whole patio here. Your view is a little bit blocked on this side, like I said. It is fruit trees galore. These look all relatively new, these shades, and they're all hand cranked down. And it's actually really, it's hot out there. It's really cool under here. And there's your view of your fruit trees. So you can sit up here, sip on some iced tea, and look at all your fruit trees. So, why don't we just finish the video up here? Because it's actually kind of nice and cool up here. And it's a nice shade. So, yeah. Once again, we have the listing agent, Garettt Abben. Can't thank you enough, sir. Another fellow Lyon agent. I seem to be doing a bunch of those lately. But it really does. It means a lot to me when agents let me peruse their listings like this and put them on their channel. Especially a house as unique as this. It is mid-mod. And you wouldn't think it was mid-mod. You would drive by this every day and not realize, like I said, I would put it on that eclectic side of mid-mod, but it's lovely. It's beautifully done. Parts of it, it's got its originality left, so its past is still there, and it's been tastefully updated with some contemporary touches, so it all fits. And I like the fact that some of the floors have been left in place. So yes, absolutely fantastic. It's a great house. Like I said, give me a call. This one it's an active listing. Once again, my name's Alister. Thank you for watching. Please like, watch, subscribe, comment, equally as important. And yeah, be good to each other, humans, and have a great day, okay? Take care. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.